Hello. What I'm going to do today is, it's not related to AI packages like my previous tutorials have been, or the most recent ones, but what I'm going to do today is demonstrate how to make a crier like for a shop. It was just an idea I had last night and thought I'd do it. So basically what this does is, it'll be like the Mick&Ralf's crier, so whenever you get close to him, within like a certain distance, he will spout one of a random thing, like come to whatever shop. So first of all, I'm going to make him. So I'm going to right click new in the NPC section and give him an ID. So my Crier, I'm going to call him Crier, and I'm going to set him to be a child. He doesn't have to be a child, but I'm going to have him be a child, and also white. So here, okay. So now we have our Crier. Next up, we're going to want to go to quests, and we're going to right click new and create a new quest. Give it a unique ID, so we'll call it Crier Quest 55 and start game enabled. So now I'm going to go back to Crier Quest. Oh shit, I accidentally renamed something. Yes, I'll create a new object because I accidentally did that. And just delete it, yeah, because I don't want it. Anyway, Crier Quest is down here. So I'm now going to go into topics, and here I'm going to right click and add topic. I'm going to right click new, and I'm going to give it a unique name, My Crier Lines. And I'm going to give it several different ones, so under the info section here, I'll right click new and write something in like come to the shop, without that thing there. The shop is really good. The shop is top notch. I'm not going to demonstrate how to like lip sync and dialogue in this, because this isn't what the tutorial's about. But you can consult my other. What the hell did I do? You can consult my other tutorial on dialogue and lip sync for that. There's lots to buy at the shop, and you can do as many lines as you want, but I'm going to do 4. So now I'm going to go down here to this function name, and I'm going to right click new, leave get his ID, and we're going to look for my Crier, the ID of the thing we made before. And I'm just going to copy this condition and paste it into here for every single one. So that means that only my Crier NPC will say this. Now I'm going to check random in each of the boxes, like that, and just hit enter to get rid of it. And now we're going to want to put the NPC somewhere in the world. So you'll probably want it somewhere near your shop, but since I don't have an actual shop, I'm just going to put him in Goodsprings. It's a good job I don't ever save these mods that I do for tutorials, otherwise Goodsprings would be very highly populated. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put my NPC in my world. My Crier. And he didn't go in. Okay, let's click and there we go. Click and drag in this child. He still didn't appear in my world. That's great. And the GECK had better not crash. I'll have to start again. Oh thank God. So now there's a half-naked child in my world. Maybe I should clothe him, but I'm not going to do that. Just leave him. So let's drop him down here like this. So feet on the ground. Okay. Now I'm going to write a little script. So I'm clicking on the pencil and script new. Going to give it a name. So SCN Crier script. And now I'm going to begin the script. So begin on trigger enter player. So now the script will run whenever the player enters a trigger, but I haven't drawn yet. So now what I'm gonna do is put a little condition in to stop him speaking over himself, so he doesn't like glitch out and speak more than what man's made a mistake. So I'm just gonna give him a reference ID here. I double clicked on him, and I'm gonna go my Crier ref like that. So now I'm just gonna write if my Crier ref dot talking equals, and hold on, I'm not sure if that's right, equals 0, my Crier ref dot say, and then what we're going to want to do is my Crier ref dot say whatever the name of, there we go, my Crier lines, I couldn't remember what it was, my Crier lines, and if end. So what this script will do is it will check if my Crier ref is talking, and if he's not talking, it will have my Crier ref say my Crier lines, so he will choose one of these four to say. So save that as an object, and yeah, I was correct. I had made a mistake. Yeah, there we go. All I did was add is before talking, so it said it dot is talking. That was a mistake I made. I knew I'd done something wrong. So now what I'm going to want to do is go to this little box with the T in it up here next to the 1VM, but we're clicking one with the T. And we're now going to draw a trigger around the kid like this. And this trigger will be, make this as big as you want, depending on how close you want to be to the character when he says his lines, because when the player enters that trigger, he will, the Crier will say his lines. What the hell did I call it? The script. Oh bloody hell! It's not my Crier, but I thought it would be. Here we go, Crier script. So then that's the script we just wrote before, and hit OK. Then obviously once this box is in the game, you can drag it to be as big as you want. So when the player enters this box, the Crier will say one of his lines. So we'll say, "Come to the shop," or you know, "The shop's really great," or something like that. So he will just randomly proclaim his lines. Now, if you want him to just stay where he is, there is a quick AI package you can just add to his inventory that already exists in game. So there's a chance he will run away from that if like combat starts. So you can just go add package, right click add, and look for default stay at editor location. This one here, default stay at editor location, and just put that in. And if you put that in, he will always stay stood exactly where you place him in the GECK. So he will always stay there, always stay in the middle of his little trigger, and whenever you enter that trigger, he will shout whatever line you chose to give him. So that's basically it. Hopefully that was useful. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.